Hello, everyone, and welcome to episode 32 and the finale of my Create This Book series by me and Moriah Elizabeth. I only have 3 more prompts to go in this book. I'm so excited to finally be done with it. It's taken me over 3 years to complete this, so let's get to creating. I seriously can't believe that I'm almost done with the Create This book. This is how full it's getting, and just for comparison, this is what the book looks like when it's first started. So it's almost like, quadrupled in size, but I'm so glad to finish this, so let's get into it. The first prompt of the day is to create an assessment. So for this prompt, you're supposed to dedicate this page to an everyday task and then write about whether or not you like or dislike it. And I was really not excited about this prompt at first. I thought it was kind of boring. All I could think of was like mundane things like making the bed. I was trying to think of things that I do every day on routine. And then my husband suggested that I should dedicate it to making my morning matcha because that's something I do every morning and it definitely makes me excited. So I felt like that was actually a really cute idea and a whole bunch of inspiration struck. So this went from a prompt that I really was not at all excited about to a prompt that I was actually really excited about because I thought it'd be really cute to dedicate it to my morning matcha and make a little ingredients page, write about how I make it, write out all the steps. So it kind of became a little comic strip about my morning matcha, and I thought it would be so cute to color it in all of these bright colors and make it really pop and just make it like a little comic dedicated to my matcha mornings because I do love them so much. So I went ahead and drew out pictures, like I said, of the ingredients that you need, the steps that it would take to get there, and then I just made little notes and really kept it kind of sketchy because I wanted the vibe of it to look cool. I didn't even use a ruler for this one. I just kept the lines really messy and wanted to make things look a little bit more organic. It was definitely a new style for me. Usually I take so much time making sure all of the lines are really neat and everything looks the way that I wanted it to, but for this one I tried to be a little less serious with it and just try a new style. Even with my colors that I came in with, I picked random colors that I just thought would look cute and threw them together on the page, and I tried to make it cohesive by jumping around on the page and using the same color in multiple spots. That way, even if I did use a whole bunch of different colors, at least they would be tied together throughout the whole thing. So that was really fun to try and experiment with different colors. And I also did a little bit of a different style where I kept everything outlined by just not putting the marker as close to the items, if that makes sense. Like I didn't color all the way to the lines. I decided instead to make things look intentionally outlined and a little bit messier and keep with that comic style. I'm curious to know what you would do for this page. What is an everyday task that you do, and do you like or dislike it? I'm curious to hear some of the things that you guys do in your daily routines and how you feel about them. But I had so much fun making this dedicated matcha page. It's definitely something I look forward to every morning, and it made for a really cute little page spread, and I liked the direction that I went with it. I felt like it was really fun to kind of write out the steps and almost make it like a little recipe page. It turned out really cute. I'm still trying to perfect the perfect shade of matcha for my coloring. I still haven't picked out the perfect one, but I think I got pretty close today. There's also this thing with matcha where the darker green it is, the better quality it's supposed to be. So I think that's pretty interesting. I assume that I kind of get like a middle grade, kind of matcha. I don't think I'm getting like the craziest, most expensive thing on the planet. I'm sure there's a lot better tasting matcha, but I like the ones that I get. So then I went ahead and just colored in all the backgrounds. I added in some really bright colors, and then it was time to add in some details. So I added in some different marker widths, added in some background colors, and of course hit it with my white gel pen highlights, and here's how it turned out. We've got the making matcha page with the ingredients and tools, and then we have the side where it tells you how to actually do it and a little note about how I love making my morning matchas. So then I went ahead and put it into the book, and here is this prompt for create an assessment. I think it turned out so cute, and my husband really turned this one around for me. His idea inspired so much creativity, and I made this cute little making matcha comic strip that turned out to be one of my favorites from the day. But let's go to the next prompt, which is to create scenery. It said it could be real or fake, so I'm taking a card which is 2.5 by 3.5, and I'm gonna do a Pokemon inspired card. Me and my husband made these giant Pokemon cards. We did it off video, just a little date night together, and I made this shiny Vaporeon card, and I thought it'd be so fun to make another Pokemon card because how cool would it be to visit the world of Pokemon and see all of those cute little animals. For this one, I was inspired by another evolution, but I wanted to do Sylveon. I have an adorable little cat named Frosty, and he is so gentle and soft and sweet. And sometimes we talk about, I have 3 animals now. I have 2 cats and a dog. So Cheerio and Frosty are the cats, and the dog's name is Lycan, which is actually named after the Pokemon Lycanroc. So we definitely love Pokemon here, but we talk about what kind of evolution our animals would be, and Frosty is just so gentle and sweet and angelic that we say that he would be a Sylveon because there's the cute little bows and they're a fairy type. So I decided to make a shiny Sylveon to dedicate this one to Frosty. And of course I made him shiny because that one's blue, and my cat is like very pink vibes. He's a flame point Siamese, so he's like kind of white, toasty, and he has darker orange ears, but I felt like it'd be cuter to make it shiny. And I also think like shiny Pokemon are just, they're more special, so I felt like why not go ahead and do that. And just in case you were wondering, for our other animals, Lycanroc, if he was an evolution instead, would be Umbreon, and then Cheerio, my other cat, would be Espeon because he is incredibly smart. So for this one, I went ahead and created a little scene that looked really peaceful. We've got the Sylveon sitting in the middle with all the bows flying around, and I put some little cherry blossoms in the background and then added some flowers to the front as well. I just wanted to make this look like a really peaceful scene, and here's how it turned out. Of course, I added in a whole bunch of sparkles and highlights. I think it looks so cute and peaceful, and definitely captures the essence of my cat Frosty, just with the soft little nature of it all. And now it's time for the last prompt of the day, which is to create an ending. This is also the last prompt in the Create This Book period. So for this one, I'm going back to the beginning, to the very first thing I created, which was this very sparkly, celestial, simple little doodle in the front. So I want to mirror that into the end as well, so that the front and the end mirror each other. So for this one, I'm grabbing some black paper and a sparkly gel pen. I went with silver, and I'm just going to doodle some celestial vibes and kind of mirror the same thing. I thought that would be a fun end to kind of mimic the beginning of the book. I can't believe that the beginning of this was made in 2022. Like, that is so long ago. It almost took me 4 years? It took over 3 years to create this book. That is insane. So I'm going ahead and adding in just a whole bunch of stars and sparkles to really mirror the beginning, but I'm also trying to make an actual cohesive design. So for this one, I just did different phases of the moons and surrounded it with swirls, and then I could have called it good, but I have a whole another page over here, so I decided to go ahead and add more, mostly because I don't want to be done with it yet. I'm actually having so much fun. It took me a while to get back into it, but now I am back into it, and I didn't want it to end. Plus, drawing with a sparkly gel pen is like drawing with magic. There's just something so fun about drawing with glitter and seeing it just highlight like that on the page. It's so satisfying. For this one, I wanted to keep going with the celestial theme and keep them connected that way, but I thought it would also be fun to add something else, so I went ahead with this snake design. I feel like that would be a fun one to go ahead and make highlighted and shiny on the page. So I decided to add in a snake, and then added in a whole bunch of surrounding stars and highlights and matched some of the elements from the other page. I also decided to make it a little bit more spooky, and I added in a spider web at the top left, which I'm not sure why I did. You guys know this, but I don't like spiders. I went ahead and rounded the corners, and then it was time to add this one into the book too. These ones were very quick, but very satisfying to make and a lot of fun. I love sparkles, so these pages are hypnotic to me because they just shine so much. Now it's time to put it into the book, and my Create This Book is officially completed. It was a lot of fun to mirror the start of this book with the end of this book. It's kind of come full circle all the way back from November of 2022, which is insane. And now this book is completed as of May 2026. But let's take a look back at the first page from today, which was to create an assessment. So I dedicated this page to making matcha and wrote about whether or not I liked or disliked it. And I did this little making matcha page with ingredients and tools and all of the steps. And it was really fun to draw out a little making matcha comic strip. I think it turned out so colorful and cute. The next prompt from the day was to create scenery, so I thought it'd be super fun to visit the world of Pokemon, and I drew my cat as an evolution Sylveon, and it turned out so pretty and peaceful. And the final prompt of the day was to create an ending, where I mirrored the beginning of the book and did super highlighted little celestial drawings, which turned out to be so beautiful because I love how they sparkle in the light, and this one was so much fun to create. Comment down below which prompt from today turned out to be your favorite, if you liked the scenery, or if you liked the matcha or the celestial mirroring the best. I think they all turn out so good, and I cannot believe that I am finally done with the Create This book. For the next video, I'll be showing you guys a walkthrough of my completed Create This book, so like and subscribe if you haven't already. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one.